And good morning, everybody. My name is George Kosh. Today is the 7th of September, already into September. Long weekend's over. Looks like our sales year has started officially. And I'm happy to say we have a top 12 September top sellers, top promoters, 20 showing already. And that really just means that things are going really well. And I want to talk to you about a new member that we had. He's number 3 right now on the top promoters, and he's already made a sale. Imtiaz came in and purchased a silver membership and just went to lesson 3, like one of those people that just like a dream person for me. They come in and they pick their domain name, they get to lesson 3, they get their bonuses, they join the sites in the top 20, and a couple of them, and then they start promoting and they start bringing in associates, and I just don't know what to say. That's what you're supposed to do, right? You shouldn't be doing anything else. You shouldn't change your website. You should just keep promoting. And that's exactly what he's done, and he's made some money. As you know, we're an affiliate marketing training company. We host your website, which is essential if you're going to be an affiliate marketer, because that way you can send people to your website in order to see your products or to track your visitors. And it looks more professional if you use your own website. People trust you. They see that you're sending people to your website. And it could be just cloaked links and things like that, but it just looks more professional. You can make up your own domain name too and register it, and we'll switch it over for you anytime you want. Most people come in and they just pick a domain name from our list, which is fine too. You can keep that. It's yours to use for as long as you want. And if you want to switch, you can switch. There's no cost involved at all. Okay, so when you come in, get yourself to lesson number 3. Do what Imtiaz did. Just come on in, stay at lesson 3. Don't change. Stick with it. Stay with it until you're bringing associates in. All right? Now, do I expect you to bring in 108 in a week? No. But I'd like to see you start to bring them in on a continuous basis, meaning 1 or 2 a day is a great start. All right? And how do you do that? Well, the first thing that you want to do is go click on training up here, just like it says on lesson number 3. And start with this first lesson video here. It's Bootcamp Lessons 1 to 3 must-watch video. Right? The way that you know if you've watched and done the video is that you are promoting to the safe list exchanges. It's a start to your career online, is learning how to promote and generate leads. And you take that skill and you apply it to any of your affiliate programs that you're in. It's the same sort of idea. Every affiliate program will give you a link, and they'll give you an ad subject and ad copy. And it's usually just in text, and then you put it in the area in each one of these sites that says, give me a subject, give me a message, and give me a URL. And you hit the send button, and out goes your ad. If you're in a traffic exchange, it will simply say what's the title of your ad and what's the link, and then you're off to the races. Now, although that seems simple, and it is simple, it requires work, and it requires having the proper tools, such as ad tracking to your own domain. A lot of companies offer ad tracking. I mean, too many to mention. The only problem with that is you're using their domain name. All right, you're boosting them in the search engine, right? Because they say, well, here's our ad tracker system, and it's got their URL in it. It doesn't have yours; it's theirs. And of course, they give you tracking, and they say, here's where the traffic came from, all of that good stuff. Here's how many clicks you had, and on the surface, that sounds great. But here's the problem: wouldn't you rather use your own tracker on your own domain and keep all of that stuff private rather than having it out there with some other company that is giving you tracking? For me personally, I would rather do it all through my own domain. Now, is it something that's prohibitive or you shouldn't do it? No, not at all. We have a lot of affiliates out there, other programs that we support that offer that. And there's nothing wrong with it because you can always just have other programs out there going, and you can also earn affiliate commissions recommending people to go to those sites. What I like to do is I like to build everything off my own domain name, right? All of my tracking and everything. So Wayne says, I have a WordPress blog. Do I still need to purchase the InstaBuilder too? If you want to, you can. It's totally up to you. It's an option. Okay. Are there any questions about this? Because this is where it all starts. Your bootcamp lesson 1 to 3 must-watch video. It's going to take you through really just an overview of the system, an overview of how things work, and what you should and shouldn't do, right? You don't want to really go wandering around too much because you can get sidetracked, right? People say, I joined Worldprofit and I didn't make any money. I would rather see them, if they're going to say anything, I joined Worldprofit and I didn't do any promotion and I didn't follow anything that they told me to do, hence I didn't get any leads. I didn't learn how to generate leads, because that's what we actually teach you to do. I always like to say we try to teach people how to make money online, but really what we're doing is teaching people how to generate leads to their programs. And those leads will generally turn into money, and the proof is always the same, the person that upgraded to silver. So if somebody ever says to you, well, I upgraded, I became a silver member and it didn't work, you have to say to them, well, the system does work because you're a product of that very system. And they're going to look at you and go, oh yeah, that's right. Come to think of it, yeah, I upgraded, so the system does work. Yeah, that's the proof. You're the proof. And they go, I guess the system does work. Well, why didn't it work for me? That should be the question. That's the answer. Lesson 3, do the lesson. Generate leads, because the lead is what you were at one point in time. It's the most amazing proof that you can offer, right? Especially when a person comes and says, it doesn't work. Well, it did with you. Okay, so whenever you're speaking to somebody, make sure you remind them of that. Even if they're just an associate, right? An associate says, I don't know. Say, well, you signed up because of what they're teaching people, right? Oh, I suppose so. Okay, well, they're going to teach you to do exactly that. How to sign up leads. You are a lead. And they're going to teach you how to upsell them and all this stuff. And they've got the live business center and they've got their member area. But the proof is actually sitting right in the mirror. Okay, so that's why the system works. Wayne, that's a good question. He says, what we offer is WordPress and some plugins and things like that, which I can go on to now, because the basic part of this workshop is just reminding people to do that, to get to lesson 3. You'll also see in lesson number 3 how to get your bonuses, right? Because everybody has bonuses and as part of the silver membership. So you come in here and you say, now here's how you get those bonuses. And then you just fill out a support ticket right here that says, please give me my bonuses. Okay? Now, WordPress is an interesting thing. WordPress blogs are absolutely incredible. I highly recommend them as a learning tool. It's a site builder that we set up for you on blog.yourdomainname.com. Okay, so we set that up for you that way. And it looks great. It can be a million different looks to it. There are unlimited themes, unlimited looks. This is just mine as an example. And it's pretty incredible. You can do postings to it and everything like that. Okay, we have the lazy blogger and stuff. Now, plugins are something that can be added to these blogs, and one of them that we have is called InstaBuilder. Do you need to have a blog? Yes. You have to have a blog to have this set up. If you have a blog, it's only $27. If you don't have a blog, well, then you want to order the full package, which is $67. Get your blog set up right up here, and everything will be added to it automatically. What you can do, and this is another recommendation I have, is order a blog, WordPress blog first on this page here, WordPress blog, then go to InstaBuilder and pay the $27 for the plugin. And I'll set it up personally. I do all these personally. And it's just, what is InstaBuilder? Well, you can read all about it here, but it creates upsell pages, sales pages, opt-in pages. Do you need to have this? No, it's just an option. Do you need to have a WordPress blog? No, it's just an option. It's just something that we have in our massive arsenal of tools and products to help you become a better marketer and to sell products and services and things like that. Okay, we might launch a whole new career for you in blogging, and you could say, hey, I went to Worldprofit and I didn't think that they had anything to do with blogs, and I found out they did. I ordered a blog and I built my business around it. It's up to you. They're here, and we set them up for you. You don't have to worry about setting them up or anything like that. As long as you're a silver member or platinum, the hosting is completely free. You don't have to pay anymore. It's just a setup fee. Okay? And I got to say this, WordPress is fun because it's infinite learning. Like you know, it's easy to do, but it can become very complex, right? By now, there are probably over 100,000 developers of WordPress. And they've got a massive following. It is the #1 blog platform or even website platform in existence. There's nothing bigger or better. Okay, so it's pretty cool. Now, I wanted to talk to you about a few things. I've always written them down on my little sticky notes here. I wanted to talk to you about Facebook chat. Does anybody use Facebook chat? You ever go into chat? And you know, you see somebody there and you chat to them, like even Facebook Messenger. Does anybody not have a Facebook account? I mean, I think we all have a Facebook account, right? Would that be accurate to say, like, everybody has a Facebook account? So if you could have a Facebook, like a widget or something, pop up on your website when people went there, it'd be pretty neat, right? Because then if you're on Facebook or you have it on your phone, you would know if somebody was at your website asking to chat. Okay, so it could look like this. For example, if I just went to my georgekosh.com, I should actually have a link on here going back to my main site, but I'll just go there manually. So if I go to georgekosh.com, for example, you can see in a second here, do you see this where it says on the bottom right, it says, hi, if you'd like to get help, I'm here. Chat now. And so somebody would click on chat now. Well, this is Facebook. This is just a Facebook system. And how much does it cost? It's free. That's why I wanted to kind of show all of you. Okay? And it's free. It just goes on your Word. And again, this is another one of my big selling points for Worldprofit, is we host your domain. And you can only do this on your own domain. And I just can't say enough about that, right? You should have your own website. And that's why we're here, and that's why we've been here for so long. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do this. It's really easy. You're going to love it. Are you ready for easy? Easy, nice. So first thing you do is you just log into your Facebook account. Okay, so you go to your, you've got your page, right? You go home. Okay, so you click on your home button, and then down here it says Explore, and you just go Pages. Now, you'll see a thing that says Create a Page. Everybody will see it. And say that you're all confused. You go, oh, I don't know how to create a page. You can actually just say Create Page in the search area there, and it'll get you that. When you create a page, do the business one, right? So it says Create Page, say Business or Brand, and Get Started. Once you're done this, it's just going to look like this. You're going to see your page is up here, right? That's where it defaults to. And what you want to do is you want to go and click on it, Worldprofit. And you can see that what's going to be required is you go into your settings here, okay, and you click settings, and then messenger platform. I know, look at all this stuff here. Don't worry, you don't have to worry about any of that. Just go to messenger platform, because when you go to the site here and you see this, this is based on Messenger, right? Facebook Messenger, which is attached to your phone and everything. Okay, so that's why I really like this. Very simple. Okay, so you're in Facebook, you go to your page, you click on settings up here. Okay, make sure you go to this one up here, settings. Not this one up here, this one here. Okay, so you go to your page, go to settings, and then just go down to Messenger platform. You're going to love how easy this is. Just go down. Do you see? So you go down, you see where it says customer chat plugin? Okay, so you just click on jump to section. See where it says customer chat plugin? Just click setup. It says it. Okay. Wow, that looks like the one I've got. You can change the greeting. Set it to English. That's usually what it's at. Next step. I just leave this as automatic everything. I don't do anything that I don't have to. I just leave everything automatic. You can choose colors to match your website. Whatever color you want. You can make it red, blue. I just leave it this way. And then you go here. So far, I haven't done anything, right? Just clicked a few things. The only thing you need to do now is put your domain up here. See where it says https georgekosh.com or http georgekosh.com. You can put them both in, or just one. It doesn't matter. You can put the www in, I think. It's up to you. I just did this. I'll install the code by myself. Watch how easy this is, though. So you see how you go here and it says copy the code to the clipboard? Click copy to clipboard. You don't need to worry about highlighting and putting page IDs and things in there. You don't have to do any of that. It's already done. So now my clipboard has this on it. Let's go to the secret place called Website Management. And then click on Affiliate Center. What you want to do is then click on Add Affiliate Code, right? Give it a name, call it Facebook. Facebook Chat, right click, paste, and then save. Now it says, well, where do you want to show it? Well, I'd like to show it on the footer. And you can put it in any order you want. 1, 2, 5, whatever. And then make sure you say status show code. And then you save it. And guess what it'll do? It'll look like the one that I already did. Right down here, Facebook chat. I'll get rid of this one isn't showing, but here's what it looks like. And you'll probably see it come up. Well, I don't have it open for this site, but this is it right here. Okay. And what does it look like on your site? Looks just like this. Okay, that's Facebook chat, and it's completely free. It goes into your phone, so people come to your site. Now, can you put this on other pages? Certainly you can. Whatever pages you have access to. So if you have a blog, for example, you can go in here and you can add it to http blog.georgekosh.com. All right, save that. And then I can say finish. You can say finish if you have this on your clipboard. And then I could go into my blog, right, where I just was. Let me see where my blog is. My blog. This is mine. There you go. And then I could log in here and add it as code into my blog in the footer area. Okay, depending on your blog, different blog settings. Okay, so you go into your back end of your blog. You can add it in there, and you can just play with it. You can add it, try it once, try it again. Let me go here. I haven't added it to my blog, but I'll tell you what, we'll go in. Let's just try to log in. Are there any questions about that? Like, I'll review it again. I want to show you again because it is very simple. You can get confused if you try to do it by Googling it. You know, how do I add Facebook chat? It can confuse you. That's why I wanted to show people how it's done. All right. So when you go into the different, under appearance, you probably use it right here under widgets. Okay. There's also an editor you could probably add to, or you can customize here. Depends on your theme, right? Like how do you want to add code to your theme? This will come up, and you see all the different settings, right? Homepage settings, widgets, that kind of thing. Okay, so you go through here and you can add code to it, header options. I'll probably end up putting it into the header if I wanted. All right. You can even, like the way I do it, since I'm a little more advanced here, is I just go into, I usually go in here and I go into the editor. And this is the way I would add code. I know they always say, be careful. I go, I understand. And you look for footer. Theme footer right here. And you can probably add it in there somewhere. So if I went all the way down, I could probably put it right here, right, and say update, and it might work. I'm thinking it will. All right. So then if somebody comes to my site now, it might show up. I'm not sure. There you go. So you see it right here at the bottom. There it is again on my blog. Okay. Yes, and Deborah Creighton, Creighton. Yeah, that's a good idea that Sandy told her. Just reboot, try again. All right. I should also make sure that my sound's coming through fine. I think it is. Yeah. All right. Are there any questions about that? Just to review, I was going to show you again that you just go to your normal sign in for your Facebook account, and you can make a page. Anybody is allowed to build a page. Okay. Just make sure it's a business page, because that's the only one I know how to build. But when you go, you click on home. Don't click on your name. Click on home. Go over here. Click on pages. And then you won't have a page. Let's assume you don't have a page yet. You'll want to go down here and create a page. And when you click create a page, click on this one, business or brand, fill it out, and then you'll come back and it'll say your pages. And that's when you click on your page up here. And then you go to settings right here. And that's when you slide over to messenger platform. And then there's more things to do here too, right? There's more stuff, but I like this one, customer chat plugin. Go down there and then click setup. The big thing to remember is when you're going through this, you can accept all the defaults, except for when it tells you to, oh, sorry, I must have clicked on something wrong there. Let me try this again. There we go. So customer chat plugin, set it up. Next, 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 and then I think it's already set up for me, or it's doing something funny. Anyways, oh yeah, sorry, whitelisted domains. Make sure you add your domains. Okay, that way it's allowed. Okay, and then there you go. You can add it to your website, or you can add it to your blog. Okay. And you can also add it to your landing pages if you want. You know, when people come to your landing pages, they should see it. You know, down here under your landing page builder. You could just add it to just one landing page if you want. That way, if somebody goes to your site, right, they could the plugin would show up. Okay, so you can add it to each landing page that you want. Okay, and how do you do that? You can go in here and you can add code all the way down. See where it says analytics tracking code? Just put it in there. Okay? Does anybody have any questions about that? It's called Facebook chat. Yeah, and for Deborah, she'll just have to, just watch the recorded version later. Okay, the other thing I want to talk to people about is the, well, this is mostly for monitors. Hopefully you're paying attention. The MCEC, I've had a couple of people say, well, how come when I make a sale, I get 20 associates and they don't show up here? Well, it's because these are generated by you normally based on date. When we give you free ones, many of their dates that they signed up are before your MCEC, you know, your next MCEC date, and that's all you can, they don't show up for that reason. The idea of MCEC was that you're bringing them in and not getting them as bonuses, right? Now, the ones that you do get as a bonus that have sign-up dates that are after your last MCEC, those are fine, those would just add in there. But the computer doesn't know. It just grabs the date they signed up, and if they're valid, they go in there. But the idea is that you want to bring in, you really want to bring them in, right? And not rely on just the bonuses. Now, the bonus ones are great because they're on your list and they upgrade, you get commission and things like that. So I just wanted to clarify that. I also had a couple of people ask about SSL, you know, secure. When you go to a website and it says secure, you see this little green thing up here. Personally, I'll tell you what my opinion is about SSL is it's useful for websites that collect data that's sensitive. In other words, if you go to a website and it says it's not secure, that doesn't mean that it's going to infect your computer or something like that. It just means that it's not secure for you to enter, for example, an image of your passport or your home address, your phone number, things like that, if you're in a public place, right? If you're on a public Wi-Fi or something like that, I would worry about it. Now, you don't want to do banking if it's not secure. You don't want to enter your credit card if it's not a green secure. Okay, so that's when secure comes in. For other websites, for example, I found a good article actually that talks about it. Here is does your website really need SSL? And I like this article because it was really good. Is it necessary? If you sell products, maybe, but if you use PayPal, you don't need a secure certificate, right? Do you offer memberships? Maybe if you run a membership site. Well, just like Worldprofit, right? We run a membership site, so we have secure website because we take people's info a lot. Etc., etc. If your visitors submit some sensitive information, you see, you would want that. However, for example, when we set up a WordPress site, it's automatic. It has a secure key automatically added to it. Okay. Is your site just a blog? Just like I just even said, SSL, you don't need it. It's not necessary. It's only necessary, again, if you are taking credit card information, things like that. Okay? You will find that as you're wandering around the internet, 90% of the internet doesn't use the HTTPS. It can be used for trust. People that don't know any better might, oh, if it's not secure, then I don't want to be there. Well, you're already there. You know, when you go to a website and it says it's not secure, well, you're there, right? So it's not going to hurt you. So don't worry about it if it says that, because most sites are still not secure and they probably won't be. Don't remove your social widgets. Everybody's being, I had a couple of people that did that. Social shares, you see this? Change all the permalinks. Now your social proof is gone, right? This guy did that and he says it still hurts because he lost all of that social proof, right? Don't worry about doing that. You don't have to remove those things, okay? All right, so it's something that goes way back many years. SSL started 15 years ago, 10 years ago, and the only people that needed SSL were people taking credit card. Like, we still take credit cards directly on our website, but we have an SSL certificate. Now, the one thing that I will say is right here. There's one part that says trust. When I visit a site, I might make a purchase payment. I'm looking at that green padlock, da, da, da. So there you go. They'll trust you, but again, They're only going to see that if they're going to order something using a credit card. Most people, like it says up here, use PayPal. Well, PayPal already has that built in. You don't need to worry about it. Okay? Even if you use companies like Stripe, you know, all of that. My concern now is most of the problems on the internet occur by people getting phishing email, right? Email that says, hey, you've got your bank account needs something, log in here. Well, people, when they click on that phishing link, it is a secure link. Why? Because they've hacked a website that has a secure certificate and they've put their copy on there to make it look real. As soon as you enter your info, they still get it. Okay, so that's number one. Now, those are the worst things, and are those preventable? Not really. It's the person clicking on the link that's the problem. Okay, so you know, having something like Kaspersky or McAfee on your computer is really the way to go secure. Okay, so I wouldn't worry too much about these things. Google decided that they wanted to, you know, implement this on a big scale, and I applaud them for it. It's great. However, still, the bottom line is it's really just for people that are placing orders and that kind of thing. But again, when you order airline tickets, for example, do you know of any of the airline companies that haven't been hacked? Amazon's been hacked. Microsoft's been hacked. Every site that I can even think of, Walmart, has been hacked. So, you know, all these people go in and they buy things, and then 6 months later, you got the news on TV and they say Walmart just had all of their, you know, data breached. So good luck securing the internet. It's still a public place, right? So enough said about that. Don't worry about these things. Please don't wreck your whole website over it. It's not worth it. Okay, people still go places. They don't block non-secure sites, right? Like if you go to a non-secure site, it doesn't block it. It just still shows up. Okay, so that means it's still safe. Okay, it just means don't put your credit card in there, right? That's all I had to cover today. I know that everybody's getting back into it, and that you know, things are exciting right now. We're just watching stuff happen, especially sales, and people are getting right back into it now that kids are back in school and the season's off and running. Okay, are there any questions? Brian says, yeah, browsers are now saying when a site is not secure. Absolutely. And just to give you some proof of that, let's go take a look at the real world. Say that you go to ListVolta. Okay, safe list testing. I'm just going to read an email. I'm going to go in for my credit. Okay, so I want to get some credit. So I click on this. Do you even see the tracking link up here? It just says HTTP. There's no S in there, right? So, but say I click on this one. Do you see how up here it says not secure, right? Not secure. Well, how can ListVolta not be secure, right? It is secure. So that's the whole idea here is, what is it not secure for? Putting your credit card in. I'm not putting a credit card in. So don't worry about it. Site settings, there might be pop-ups and redirects. But do you see, if I click on these all day for probably 6 months now, I'm never going to find one that is has a secure thing in it. So you got ListVolta. Say that I go into my admin account here for profit ad links. There's another one. I go to ListVolta. Admin at Traffic Center. So there's all kinds, like even ours, Moneymaker Safe List. Could I make this secure? Well, certainly I could. I just put an S at the end of the HTTP. But what's it secure for? I don't know. Nothing. I'm not asking people to enter info. Okay. And there you go. What makes it secure is the fact that when you are on your computer, you know, when you go to a website, you're connecting actually to what's called a server. Like, think about it for a minute. Where does this info come from? right? Think long and hard about that, because there's always somewhere that the info is coming from, and it's another computer, right? When you go to a web page, any web page on the internet, it's being fed to you by another computer, and the other computer is giving it to you on a non-secure connection. Does that matter? No, we've been doing that for 25 years, right? The only reason that it would become secure is if you're sending that other computer your own information, such as a credit card. And then you do want it to be secure, okay? And that really is all you need to know. I wouldn't worry about it any more than that. So if it's not secure, it's still okay. It's fine. You won't get hurt. All right. Do you guys have any questions? Now, if you want your site secure, I can do it. It's no problem. And again, that little trust symbol does help, because people see a little green thing up there, right? Just like you see here where it says secure. See that? It's no problem. You just go to website management and you click on SSL certificate, and it's a one-time fee, and it's just for the labor of setting this up. Do you need it? You don't need it, but it's nice to have since we supply it, right? Just gives people that little secure thing up there. Okay, and there it is. So we do offer it. Why do we offer it? To offer it. People ask us all the time, and I don't have the time to sit down with them and explain it. Rather, I just make this offer as a part, since we do host websites, that we can set this up for you if you want. You know, you might have a business of selling something that you just want this to be secure, and that's fine. We do offer it. Brian Armstrong says, do the sites have to be hosted by Worldprofit? Well, I can set it up on our sites only. I can't set it up on a site that you have hosted on GoDaddy or something like that. They'll probably charge you a lot more money, I think. Usually it's $100 a year. This is just a one-time setup fee, that's all. However, one of the things about it, and I want to show you this, is, do you see how if I go to HTTPS, watch, I'll just go to HTTPS, which I don't send people to, but you'll notice that like some stuff doesn't show up now, right? Now my chat does, which is kind of cool. But you can go, do you see how it's HTTPS? But right here, if I click this, it doesn't say it's secure, does it? Your connection to this site is not fully secure. Okay, but the certificate says valid. Okay, the certificate's valid. Okay, but there's something here. It says learn more, or if I'm a programmer and I'm an admin, so I can always go on here and just say, well, if I say inspect, this, you can do this in Google Chrome, and you say security, and you refresh it. This is just for you geeks out there who just like playing around with stuff. If you go here, do you see where it says non-secure origins? There's a link, these two right here. Okay, if these two were HTTPS's, then this page would be secure. The problem is I can go to all kinds of different pages and there might be one little thing missing. Well, could you imagine how long it would take to go HTTPS, you'd spend years doing it. So don't bother with it. It's not worth the hassle, right, of securing every single possible thing. I usually just send people to my site like this. It's more pleasant. Right, see that? There you go. Works better too, it's faster. Right? Do you guys have any questions about that? All right. Are there any questions about anything? As we get going in the season here, I'm looking at different programs and things that I'm going to be adding to our membership area. But a lot of what we've got here is like a really nice website, great ability to add pages, remove pages, and things like that. You know, the content management system for your domain is great. You can add as many products as you like, pages, affiliate links, everything, landing pages, you name it. Okay, so Ronald says, show how to put the ClickBank Store on the website. Actually, Ronald, you don't need to. I'll do it for you at no cost. Now, what you do need for the ClickBank Store to turn it on, you know, so that I can set it up for you, is if you go to ClickBank Store, the first thing that you want to do is make sure that you have a ClickBank account. Okay, do you have a ClickBank account? If you click on ClickBank Promo Kit here, you can get your ID here, okay, and you put it in here and you save it. That's free. Okay, ClickBank is completely free. Then you go down here and it says CB Store, 10,000 products, down on the left menu. And this won't be here. It's just going to say you have to sign up at CB Engine here, okay, and you will get a CB Engine username. And then you'll have a space to enter it, and you enter it. That'll automatically get you going, and I'll set your store up for you. Does that make sense? This is a one-time fee to join CB Engine. It's just a one-time cost. I think it's just $27. Yeah, there you go, $27. And CB Engine has a lot of stuff. There's all kinds of things here. Wealth. This actually looks like a good one. Facebook sale offer. So you can see your wealth magnet, real money stream. These are just new things coming up that you can look for to promote. I don't even know what this is. So there's just one there, for example. Here's another one, real money stream. Do you see how I'm going to all these sites though? And none of them say secure. See how it says not secure? You know, that they're all going to say that for years and years and years. You know, you really got to, you know, writing to wealth. Some of them are secure, but they don't need to be. You see this, not secure? Writing to wealth. You're only putting your name and email address in, right? So they're not asking for payment details. They don't want a copy of your passport, you know, that kind of thing. I'm sure that when you get signed up, it'll be secure in the member area. Okay? Okay. Bobby Joe says, what's the easiest way to get our JV Zoo products on a page? You just go to your JV Zoo Moneymaker kit here, and you can add to website. Click this, and that'll add it to your website without you doing anything. As long as you put in your ID, right? You know, you can't do it when you don't have an ID. So if I do this one here, update, and now I can add it to my website after I mask it. I want to mask it here. And some of these sites, you see where it says HTTP, if you go there, it might automatically change it too. Some of them do that. They automatically change to HTTPS. You know, so if I click there and I say I want to go there, sometimes they just automatically update. Some do, some don't. Not even coming up for me right now. It's just taking time. I'm not going to wait for it. All right, so yes, you do. You add the same number every time, but you need to get approval to promote. Right? You have to go to each one each product, Traffic Revival, look it up in JVZoo, and then make sure you get approved to promote it. Because if you're not, it won't work right. So this one here doesn't even work. I'm not even getting to their site, so I don't know why. I must have posted it in wrong or something, maybe. I don't know. Actually, it should be JVZ. Maybe I put that in wrong. Okay, are there any questions about any of this? I'll just go to this one here for now. Must have put a typo in there, like so. Okay, so you see how even though I put it in as HTTP, it forwarded it to HTTPS, a secure site. All right. Yeah, it takes time. You just have to, you just have to wait. All right, I'm going to wrap it up for today. Keep promoting. Again, if you have any problems with anything, just fill out a support ticket. We do support tickets all the time. And I wish everybody a great weekend. And we have a great season to look forward to. Our site is working great. We're having lots of upgrades. And just keep it up. Just keep up the good work, folks. We're sending out newsletters every day. It's just a wonderful place to be right now. Okay? Thanks a lot.